Let me ask you something. Have you ever stumbled while walking, even just a little? Maybe you had to grab onto a wall or a chair to steady yourself. Did it make you feel embarrassed or maybe even scared that next time you might not be so lucky and actually hit the ground? For many seniors, this is not just a small moment. One fall can change everything. A broken hip, a back injury, or even a head trauma can turn an independent life into one of dependence. In fact, doctors often say that one serious fall can take away 10 years of independence. But here's the interesting part, not everyone in their 70s or 80s falls easily. Some people still walk tall, steady, and confident, almost like falling is never a problem for them. What's their secret? Is it stronger bones? Better luck? Or could it be the way they walk? Have you noticed yourself doing any of these things? Walking with your head down, staring at the floor. Taking big steps, thinking it makes you faster. Turning too quickly when someone calls your name. Or feeling stiff and unsteady every time you get up to walk. If so, don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the good news, your walking habits can change everything. In fact, older people who walk a certain way almost never fall. And before I share these life-saving walking tricks, let me invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here, we talk about senior health, safety, and independence so you can keep living the life you love without fear. Your support means we can reach more seniors who need this information. Now, let's get into the 6 powerful walking tricks that prevent dangerous falls in seniors. Trick number 1. Walk tall. Most seniors walk with their head down and shoulders slouched forward. It feels natural, but this weak posture actually throws the body off balance and increases the risk of falling. Doctors often say, posture is balance. If posture is lost, balance is lost. Here's something fascinating. Research shows that seniors who keep an upright posture while walking are not only steadier but also breathe better and even improve their mood. Why? Because when you stand tall, your lungs expand more, your blood flows more freely, and your brain gets more oxygen. That's why walking tall doesn't just prevent falls, it can also sharpen your mind and lift your spirit. Physical therapists often remind seniors that your eyes lead your body. If you constantly look down at the floor, your whole body leans forward. But when you look ahead, your body automatically straightens, your steps become lighter, and your balance improves. One study even showed that seniors who practiced walking tall had up to 40% fewer falls than those who didn't. Here is story of Margaret, an 82-year-old widow, used to trip constantly in her garden. Her therapist told her, "Margaret, stop staring at the ground. Lift your eyes and walk tall." At first, she felt awkward, but within weeks, she noticed fewer stumbles. Even her friends commented, "You look stronger and younger when you walk." She laughed and said, "I thought posture was just about looking nice. I didn't know it could save me from falling." And here's something interesting you might not know. In Japan, where seniors have some of the highest life expectancies in the world, walking tall is considered a key part of healthy aging. Elderly walking clubs often remind members, chest open, head high, eyes forward. They believe it's not just a physical act, but a statement, "I am still strong, I am still here." I have a question for you. When you walk, do you look down and hunch your shoulders, or do you keep your head up and walk tall with confidence? Which do you think keeps you safer from falling? Tell me in comments. Trick number 2. Shorter, steadier steps beat big strides. Many seniors think taking bigger steps makes them walk faster and stronger. But the truth is, long strides actually increase your risk of tripping. When you stretch your leg too far, your heel doesn't land firmly, your balance shifts, and one small obstacle, a carpet edge, a crack in the sidewalk, can bring you down. Geriatric doctors often remind patients, fast doesn't mean safe. Controlled does. Short, steady steps keep your center of gravity close to your body, which makes you more stable. In fact, physical therapists say that seniors who shorten their steps are less likely to stumble on uneven ground, stairs, or even in their own living rooms. Did you know that professional tightrope walkers who balance on a rope high above the ground never take long strides? They move slowly, carefully, and in short steps. That's exactly what keeps them from falling. Seniors can learn from the same principle. Walking safely is not about speed, it's about control. Here's the story of Mr. Johnson. He was a retired school principal in his late 70s and always prided himself on walking like a young man. He would swing his legs far out, trying to look strong. But after a nasty fall in his driveway, his doctor told him, "Stop competing with your younger self. Walk steady, not long." He switched to shorter, deliberate steps, and within months, he told his friends, "I feel like I'm walking smarter, not weaker." Researchers in Europe discovered that seniors who naturally shorten their steps tend to live more independently, because they experience fewer injuries from falls. In fact, some senior care homes now train residents to practice smaller steps indoors, especially on slippery or cluttered floors, to keep them safer. Short, steady steps don't mean weakness. They mean wisdom. You're not rushing, you're not competing, you're protecting your balance and your independence. Be honest when you walk. Do you take long, hurried steps, or do you move slowly and steadily? Which style do you think is really safer for your balance? Tell me in comments. Before we move to the next tip, I just want to say, if you're finding these walking tricks helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button. That way, you won't miss any of our future videos that could one day save you or your loved ones from a dangerous fall. Trick number 3. Swing your arms for balance. Have you noticed how many seniors walk with their arms stiff by their sides, or worse, tucked in their pockets, carrying bags in both hands, or holding onto a phone? This might feel normal, but it's actually dangerous. Doctors often say, your arms are your natural balance poles. When you walk, your arms are supposed to swing gently opposite your legs. This is how your body naturally keeps balance. If your arms are stuck, your body loses one of its best stabilizers. And here's something interesting you might not know. Researchers found that people who walk without swinging their arms burn less energy but are far more likely to lose balance if the ground is uneven. Think about it. Toddlers learning to walk naturally throw their arms out to the side or wave them around. It's their body's built-in way of protecting balance. As we age, many of us forget this simple instinct. By returning to it, seniors can walk more safely, just like they once did as children. Unfortunately, many seniors only realize this after a dangerous fall. Here's the story of Mrs. Lewis. She was 76 and always carried her purse in one hand and shopping bags in the other. One rainy afternoon, she slipped on a wet sidewalk. Because her arms were full, she couldn't catch herself and ended up breaking her wrist. What about you? Do you usually keep your arms free when you walk, or are your hands always full? Never underestimate your arms. Keeping them free to swing isn't just about comfort, it's about survival. Trick number 4. The penguin walk on slippery surfaces. Have you ever watched a penguin walk across the ice? Tiny, careful steps, feet turned out, body leaning just a little forward. It almost looks funny. But here's the secret, that's exactly what keeps them from falling. And believe it or not, seniors can use the same trick. A doctor once explained it beautifully: on slippery ground, speed is your enemy. The slower and flatter your steps, the safer you'll be. That's why the penguin walk works. It lowers your center of gravity, spreads your weight evenly, and keeps you steady when the floor is ready to betray you. Now here's the sad part. Many seniors don't know this until it's too late. Take Mr. Carter, for example. One winter morning, he hurried across his icy driveway the way he always did. One slip, one loud crack, and suddenly, he was in the hospital with a broken hip. 6 months of recovery for something that could have been avoided with a few careful, penguin-like steps. So let me ask you, when you're on wet tiles, polished floors, or icy sidewalks, do you still walk the same way you always do? Or will you remember the penguin and give yourself a safer chance? Because in the end, it's not about walking fast. It's about walking smart. Trick number 5. Use your eyes, not just your feet. Many seniors believe that looking down at their feet while walking is safer, but science shows the opposite. When your head is down, your shoulders hunch, your spine tilts forward, and your balance becomes unstable. Even more, your vision narrows, and you can't see obstacles until it's too late. Here's an interesting fact. Studies in senior health show that people who keep their gaze forward while walking react to hazards almost 30% faster than those who stare at their feet. That split second can be the difference between staying upright or falling. Another fact you might not know: your eyes and brain are constantly working together to map the ground ahead. When you look 2 to 3 steps forward, your brain automatically prepares your muscles for the next move. But when you look only at your feet, your body loses that preparation time. That's why doctors often remind their patients, your eyes are your first line of defense against falling. It's just like driving a car: you don't stare at the hood, you look at the road ahead so you can react in time. So let me ask you, do you walk with your eyes glued to the floor, or do you scan ahead to give your brain a chance to protect you? The safer choice is clear: head up, eyes forward, balance strong. Trick number 6. Strengthen your core and ankles while walking. Here's a truth most people overlook: every single step you take can either make you weaker or make you stronger. Walking isn't just about moving from one place to another, it's actually a chance to train your body against falls. Think about your core, those muscles in your stomach and back. They act like the foundation of a house. If they're weak, the whole structure wobbles. But when they're strong, everything above feels stable. Now add your ankles to the picture. They're small, but they're your body's shock absorbers. Strong ankles react quickly when you slip, giving you that split-second recovery that can stop a fall. Here's something fascinating. Studies show seniors with strong core and ankle muscles are far less likely to end up in the hospital after a fall. That means with just a little awareness, every walk you take becomes like free training for balance. So the trick is simple: walk tall, engage your stomach just a little, and let your steps roll naturally from heel to toe. Don't shuffle, don't stomp, move with purpose. That way, your daily walk isn't just exercise, it's protection. So there you have it: 6 powerful walking tricks that can help seniors stay steady, strong, and safe from dangerous falls. But now, I want to hear from you. Which of these tricks do you think will help you the most? Do you already use some of them in your daily walks, or is there one you're going to start practicing today? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. I read every single one, and your story might inspire someone else. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your family and friends. One simple share could save someone you love from a serious fall. Stay safe, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.